Right, I'm sorry, but we need to talk because Championship fans and a few pundits, while we're at it, have absolutely lost the plot.
Now in 8th, I've got Leicester.
And I've got them all the way down in 8th. Now,
7th, I've gone with Leicester. I've just got them to miss out this season on the top 6.
12th, Leicester.
In 9th place, I've gone with Leicester City. And
Leicester. I reckon they miss out. Yeah.
8th is where I'm putting Leicester. You're not going up.
Leicester City to finish 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th this season. Are you joking? Are you joking? It's not just wrong, it's delusional, it's disrespectful. Apparently, one rumoured 9-point deduction and a couple of potential exits is all it takes for people to forget who we are, what we've got, and what we bring to this league. Yes, we might lose El Khanous, fair. Yes, Hermansen's looking likely to move to West Ham, also fair. But let's not act like we're suddenly a mid-table Championship side. Are you joking? Here's the reality. Abdul Fatawu staying, 6 goals, 13 assists last time in the Championship. Steffi Mavididi staying, 12 goals, 6 assists last time he was in the Championship. Caleb Okoli staying in Italy international call-up on the cusp of the Italian squad. Fass and Vestergaard, not even our best centre-backs anymore. But they were 2 of the best defenders in the league 2 years ago when we were in the Championship last, when we won the league. Ooh, but Leicester, they don't have Kiernan Dewsbury Hall anymore. No, but we've got Bilal El Khanous as it stands, arguably more, no, not arguably, more creative than Kiernan. And if he does leave, the club's already offered a contract to Josh Brownhill. 18 goals from midfield last season. That's not really a downgrade currently. The ceiling with Bilal El Khanous is higher, but as it stands, Brownhill is a Championship player, outstanding. And even if we don't get Josh Brownhill, even if he decides to go elsewhere, which he hasn't accepted a contract or signed for anyone as of yet, even if that doesn't happen, Leicester will have the money to be able to bring in a replacement for Bilal El Khanous, another creative midfielder. And even if we can't, worst case scenario, like all of these Championship fans are clearly assuming is the case, Will Alves is an option there. Michael Golding is an option. Lewis Page. These 3 players that we've seen in pre-season that are young, exciting, high-potential players that are good enough, I think, to operate at the Championship level. Even Jeremy Mongo, who is the most exciting player in the Championship in terms of young and the potential, he can play in that number 10. It's come out of his own mouth that his favourite position is the number 10. I'm not talking about spending 10 million, 15 million pounds on a player here, which Leicester probably will not do. But 4-5 million pounds at Championship level, you can get a player who is very good at Championship level. I mean, Ilish Chair is available. Even worst case scenario, Marti Cifuentes needs to go back to QPR and sign Ilish Chair, who we all know, and don't pretend it's not true, is very good at this level. And the points deduction, everyone's panicking. I panicked at one point, but it never made me think Leicester would finish outside the playoffs. Let's just remind ourselves, 9 points currently. Rob Dorset from Sky is saying it's going to be. Kieran Maguire, financial expert, is saying it could even be 8 or 7 or 6. Let's just remind ourselves, take 9 points off our total 2 years ago. And guess what? Where would we have finished? 4th. And this year, yes, if you look at man for man, our squad is probably weaker, but I'm not buying that this is a more difficult Championship season. I'm not buying that because Birmingham City are in the division that it's suddenly tougher than Leeds and Southampton and Leicester, you know, the season that we had 2 years ago. Wrexham and Birmingham, oh my God. What, because Tom Brady owns them? Like, what world are you living in? Let's just look at the 2 squads here, because a lot of fans have put Birmingham City to finish above Leicester. Damari Gray versus Steffi Mavididi. It's not even close. What, Damari Gray scored 4 goals in 50 Saudi games? Saudi. Tommy Doyle versus Oliver Skipp or Harry Winks. I mean, one plays in the Championship at 23 years old. The other 2 were playing Champions League at 23 years old, scoring goals against Barcelona for crying out loud. Let's be clear, man. Ipswich, Southampton, and I'll include Sheffield United, they're the only real competition this season for Leicester. And even with a deduction, I think we've got a better squad than probably two of them teams. I think it's totally fair for people to talk about the off-the-pitch chaos at Leicester City. We've done it so much on this channel. I'm one of the biggest moaners when it comes to off-the-pitch stuff. Yes, we're going to get a points deduction. Yes, we've probably got one or two players that want to leave. Yes, we've got a manager that is apparently unproven despite coming in at an awful and all but down QPR team 2 years ago, keeping them up, playing a nice way of football with skin in the game across Europe, many different clubs, coached for 20 years despite only being 43 years. The pre-season games alone, if some of these Championship fans watched Leicester in these opening pre-season games under Marti Cifuentes, and especially the last one against Fiorentina on the weekend, they would see it, but they don't do the research before talking. Abdul Fattawi, fresh off the back of an ACL injury from November on international duty at Ghana. This guy, I'm going to put a tweet up here, Jacob Horsfall, friend of the channel. Jacob is not stupid enough to put Leicester City outside of the playoffs in his prediction because he knows the capability of this squad. Jeremy Monga, Abdul Fattawi, Steffi Mavididi. There are not many fullbacks in this league that are able to cope with that. We have the best wide options in the league. We have the best defensive options in the league. We have one of the best midfield options in the league. We have one of the best managers in the league. We have the best infrastructure in the league. We have the best young players in the league. We are not finishing outside the playoffs. So before anyone continues to write us off, maybe just take a little bit of a closer look. Leicester City aren't fading into the background. We're coming back with a point to prove. The points deduction will galvanate the squad. But it's all good. Leicester fans that are watching this, we all know that Leicester City operate incredibly well as the underdogs. We are now the underdogs, which is ridiculous to say for a relegated Premier League team. The team that won the Championship 2 years ago. We've seen the likes of Burnley and Southampton bounce back at first attempt. Leicester did it as well in the last couple of years. And what, they don't think Leicester are going to do it now because Birmingham City and Wrexham are in the league. Wrexham, who we literally begged to take Conor Cody off our hands. The same Wrexham that signed one of the worst goalkeepers in this club's history in Danny Ward. Behave. Behave. Leicester City are being disrespected. Leicester City are being written off already. And it's going to be a really, really big mistake. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that Leicester City, I'm not putting my neck on the line and saying Leicester City are 100% guaranteed to get promoted because, as I said, a points deduction could take us to third. It could take us to fourth. But I will say this right now. I truly believe Leicester City will break into the 90 points on the pitch. Whatever happens with points deductions, we will see. But Leicester City will finish in the top 6, regardless of deductions. It will happen. Our squad is too good. Our manager is too good. Our infrastructure is too good. It will happen. And anybody who predicted us to finish 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, even 12th, that guy you predicted 12th, give your head a wobble, man. Give your head a wobble. Leicester City, they're going to surprise you.